Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage, and among the about 20 movies that I've seen at this year's Sundance Film Festival, this one was one of the highlights. Good Luck to You, Leo Grande is a British comedy drama that was written by Katie Brand and directed by Sophie Hyde. It was shot during the pandemic, and its setting and concept is pretty much the perfect one to be shot in difficult times like these. It's basically a chamber play that, with the exception of one scene, only features two characters and is pretty much entirely happening in only one hotel room. It's a story of Nancy Stokes, a 55-year-old retired widow played by the great Emma Thompson, who has never had good and fulfilling sex in her entire life and who decides to hire a young sex worker called Leo Grande to finally explore her long-held curiosity. The film is exactly that, the encounter of these two very different human beings. The strikingly good-looking and handsome and surprisingly sophisticated sex worker Leo Grande is played by Daryl McCormack, and Nancy Stokes by the already mentioned Emma Thompson. If these two actors wouldn't have such a great chemistry, the movie wouldn't work. But thankfully, they are wonderful together. And if the script wouldn't be so witty and funny, the movie wouldn't work either. But thankfully, comedian Katie Brand has put a lot of comedy as well as drama into it. Good Luck to You, Leo Grande is basically 90 minutes of two people just talking, getting to know each other, and while doing so, exploring several themes. Of course, sexuality and intimacy, but also empowerment, family, expectations, and age. It's really a lot of fun to see these two characters interact, and the title refers to Nancy warning Leo from the get-go that he will have a pretty difficult time with her and that he definitely shouldn't expect to make her come because she never ever had an orgasm in her life, not even on her own. The movie is all about sex, and yet it's about so much more. Or maybe sex is just so much more than a lot of people associate with it. It's a film about human connection, about the importance of exploring and, without prejudices, living out your sexuality. It's about warmth, about fun, about being there for one another. The film has a wonderful, empowering, sex-positive attitude, and it's so genuine about it. It makes a strong case for normalizing sex as well as sex work, and not hiding or forgetting about our needs. And definitely not judging other people. And this goes even beyond the sexual aspects, as we also learn a lot more about these two people and their lives. Yet the film clearly also benefits a lot from its setting. I mean, it's about two people who meet to have sex. That's the basic idea, and that's of course automatically setting an incentive to watch along. Sure, we are here to watch these two wonderful actors and have a great time with the witty script and the back and forth, but it's also about the tension of the situation, and we are also here for our own voyeuristic pleasure and curiosity what the movie might show. And the movie definitely knows that as well, and it's obvious that it has fun teasing us and the characters. But then it's also doing something with the structure that I assume most people won't expect, and without giving it away, it helps a lot to flesh out these two characters and their growing relationship. And to say it one more time, both Emma Thompson and Daryl McCormack are fantastic here, and strangely enough, you might certainly call this one a true feel-good movie and crowd pleaser. I give Good Luck to You, Leo Grande 8 out of 10. It's more like 7.7, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it for today. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram and Letterboxd, and also on Patreon, simply at The Jimmy Cage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like, and make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.